Hello, everybody. It's Renee, and it's 4 o'clock on Monday. So that means we are going to have a fun time. So I have a new move for you. I'm excited to share. And this move is just phenomenal for melting away those hips, those thighs, and those glutes. It's a move on the floor. You're going to be on your side. And for those of you who have done T-tap, you might say, oh, that looks a little bit like pretzel twist. Kinda. It does kind of have a little bit of a look like pretzel twist. But I am going to tell you that this move is amazing. So it's challenging, but doable, right? So you're going to feel it, but you can still do it. So that's one of the reasons I just love the original barre classes that I'm teaching, because these moves are challenging. I won't tell you otherwise, but yet they're doable and they will make you so strong and tight and toned, which is exactly what we're looking for, right? Absolutely. All right, so I am going to use a ball with this. Now, you do not have to have a ball to do it. You don't need it at all. And I'm going to show you why I love having the ball there anyway, okay? So I'm going to start on this side. And here's how I'm going to put this here for a second. And this is the setup for this one. All right, so you want to have your elbow right under your shoulder. Now, do check, because here's what I've seen a lot of people doing out like this, because you then get to hunch down, and that feels much more comfortable, but it's really not good for your neck and shoulders. And the key, one of the keys to this move is you've got to be able to get your waist up off the floor. So you really want to check to make sure that this elbow is right under the shoulder and you're not slouching. Pull it up. This is why, okay, I love having the ball, because I can put the ball right here and I can basically rest. So I know that this part of the body is down. Now you're going to see why in a second. The setup is like this. The knees are slightly bent. They're less bent than they look in the camera angle. So slightly bent and a little in front of that hip, okay? And then from here, you're going to just lift the top one. Now, can you see why it says half a banana? You look kind of like half a banana. That's why it's the name there. Now, you're going to lift that leg. Knee is right in alignment with that hip. Okay, so it's not here. Can you see I'm lifting up high enough that this is in alignment? And you have to watch to make sure that you don't do anything weird with the lower leg. All right, now the first part of this is I'm going to take this top hand and I'm going to press my hip, because you have to keep it stacked. I'm pressing my hip forward, and then I'm going to take my leg back. So as I press forward and back, and you can do some little pulsing here. Now, I always like to feel like I'm getting my knee up and my ankle down a little bit. So it's a little bit of a knee up, ankle down, relaxing the leg. Okay, so as you're pushing the hip slightly forward and pulling back, you're also getting a really nice stretch right there at your hip flexors. All right, so now you can see I'm actually, because I'm talking and not focusing, my knee drop. So I'm going to bring it up a little higher. And then I'm going to put this hand here and I'm going to stretch up more. Now, this is where you're going to want to feel this move. Backside up through the hip and the waist, okay? Now, once I'm back, I'm going to draw it back maybe just a little bit more. Then I'm going to do some little ups. And this is where the magic happens. You're going to feel it. Now, where am I feeling it? Again, all the way up, basically all the way up, even probably to the top of my bra strap. That's how high and deep this move goes. So you're going to just keep lifting, and feeling it. Now, if you're not, roll this front hip forward and just play with the angle here. When you get your right angle, you're going to know. And make sure that you're not hunching down. This is why the ball is so good, because if I'm down like this, I'm not feeling it nearly as much as when I'm here. That's how you're going to get it up there, even in the top of the hip and the waist. All right, so after you do enough of those to want to cry, you ready? You're going to straighten the leg. You're going to drop it down and lift it. So it's a drop and a lift. Drop to the floor and lift. So I'm going to do maybe 10. That was 8, 7. Ooh, 6. I'm feeling it. 5 in the back booty. 2, 3, 2, 1. And then the last part is, again, keep this hip down. Keep stretching up out of the waist. And let's do 10 little ups from here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, and you are going to so feel it all the way in here. And then it's a really nice time to do a bit of a stretch. So I'm going to take this leg across. I might wiggle a little bit on those bones. And then I'm going to take my opposite arm across here to pull it in this one here. And a big inhale and an exhale and do a little bit of twist so you get out of this hip. Yeah, right? It is so deep. This is working really what we call deep intrinsic muscles. And that means you're getting in there deep and just sculpting exactly the body that you're looking for. All right, let's go into this side, putting that ball there, stretching up, elbow right underneath the shoulder. Again, remember, we're not hunching, we're stretching up. Slight bend in the knee like a banana. Taking the top hand and scooching that hip forward. And then lift that knee in alignment. So think about when you do diva derriere, right? How it's always, we're trying to get it almost like the plate of china there. And if you had china there and tea, like the queen, we would not spill the tea. So we're kicking it forward, and you're just gonna do some little backs, little back, and keep that hip. I like to put my hands here, so every time I draw back, I draw my hip forward, and that really gets in there deep. Good. And then right there, I'm thinking, knee up, foot down, knee up, ankle down. Can you see that? And as you do it, when you do it, you're going to feel the difference. Good. Now I'm back as far as I want to go. Then I'm just going to drop and lift. And I'm thinking about that lift. Really, I'm going to turn my shoulders a little bit here, and then I'm really going to get it there. But I'm thinking about lifting from the knee. And then that knee and ankle kind of go right along with it. Right, again, very much like the diva. But on this one, you don't have to flex the foot and have it forward. That's so not needed because that's not where we're working necessarily. We're working up a little bit higher on this. All right, let's just do about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're ready to cry. Let's straighten the leg, drop it to the floor and lift. Drop and lift. Now, here's another place where the body wants to just drop down, right? Okay, I can just lift the leg, but you don't want to. You're standing tall. You're feeling tall and strong and empowered, and you can just feel those little fat globules just melting off the top of the hips and the back and the waist. Really works up in the waist as well. All right, so I'm going to stop here, stretch up again, and now just little ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, oh my 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause, hold it. Woo, and drop it on down and take that top leg across and bring it in and kind of wiggle around. That, my friends, is half a banana, and that is just one of the beautiful signature moves from my original class that was designed by the great Lottie Burke way back when. But man, the original just works. It works better than anything I've ever found. And let me just come over here and see if anybody's on. I realized I didn't put the comments on. Nope, nobody is on. There's no comments, so there's nothing for me to answer. So can you do this daily? You can, certainly. You might find if you do it one day that you might be kind of sore the next. But you know what? Soreness with this kind of deep muscle, I'm not saying you should do it every day, but you certainly can if you really want to tighten and tone in here. And if that becomes too much, then you give it an every other day, okay? And that will be fabulous as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a shot. Come back. Let me know. And I also wanted to tell you that, and I'm kind of putting them up now, I'm going to have an original class on Vimeo that you can even just buy or rent, especially if you're like, I just want to try it. I want to see if I can do it. And that way you'll be able to come on and do it right through Vimeo. So as soon as I get that, I'll share the link. So blessings. Have a beautiful week. Don't forget that we also have our step lift series. We're doing the whole month challenge. And this week, we're going to be doing, I think it's like 3 reps or 3 sides on reps, and do it 3 times a day. So make sure that you keep doing that. So between those and half a banana, you will be tight and toned and so ready to get into those spring clothes. All right. Have a great one. Be safe and be happy. We'll see you soon. How can this be done without being on the floor? Sorry, I cannot get back up. It's not one that you can do any other way. So sorry, we'll have to just get you something else that you can do. But it's not a move that you can do in a chair that I can figure out. It is a floor move for sure. So, Gressings, thanks for the question.